fool am I who never fell in love? It seems that I'm the only one that I have been thinking of. What kind of man is this? An empty shell, a lonely cell in which an empty heart must dwell. What kind of lips are these that lied with every kiss, that whispered empty words of love, that left me alone like this? Why can't I fall in love like any other man? And maybe then I'll know what kind of fool I am. What kind of clown am I? What do I know of life? Why can't I cast away this mask?
Good morning. And I fall in love like any other man. And maybe then I'll know what kind of fool How we doing, guys? Happy Thursday, happy Thursday. How we feeling? How we feeling?
Thank you. Thank you.
Alrighty, we got 10 minutes till open.
Man of bells and lilies would be,
I'll give you guys a little rundown of kind of what I'm looking for going into the morning here.
but you had such persistence you wore down.
What did you have for breakfast? I did not have anything for breakfast. I have my no brown sugar coffee today.
I'm your big and brave handsome Romeo. How I won you, I shall
You
never,
damn
never know.
you damn better know I'm drinking on that.
It's not that I'm attractive, but oh, my heart grew active when you
Feeling good? Requested a payout yesterday. Thanks to all your videos. Let's go, bro. Big congrats, dude.
I've got a
Beautiful morning no matter what yesterday brought. It's a beautiful day, and your mindset will determine how you
sweetie
go throughout the day. Absolutely. Absolutely,
pie
bro.
all the day and night time.
Ice munching incoming? Oh, 1,000,000%. After I finish my last... Got a couple more sips left to go.
Never had the least notion.
Guys, I'm not going to lie. I spent the entire morning... I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I have literally just been diving down the AI rabbit hole. It started with me reading this Twitter thread. I highly recommend going to go read this Twitter thread. Because it's very... I mean, it depends how you look at it, right? Like a big part of it is it's very shakening, but it started with me reading this. Like I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to go get my coffee. I sat at my desk and I read this. And then after I read this, I went straight to Claude and I started brainstorming so many different things with Claude. And I just created like an entire document. I'm not going to share it because it's future things for TradePath and all the data that we collect. And it's like, but it's crazy. It really is crazy. Like, I highly recommend the people who do not adapt to AI and use it in their life. And again, it's one of those things where it's very hard. Like, I'm not the kind of person, I'm the kind of person that, again, I want to put God first in my life. I want to be able to be present, but AI is going to come so fast. Like, we are in a intelligence explosion, like a period in time that has never happened before. And it is going to be very fast. Like, in the next 2-3 years, like by the end of this year, we will have, like, the way that AI has already progressed in the last 2 years is night and day difference with the models. Like, the new Claude models are absolutely insane. So I highly recommend go read this, just to be aware of it. Again, I think everybody should be aware of where we are right now in the AI world, because it's going to change the entire world. Like, whether you're working a job, whether, again, there's just, yeah, go read this. And I'll probably be talking about this in the future in some other videos, because it's going to really determine a lot of what I'm doing as well within my businesses and where my focus is being put on. So, but yeah. Okay. So, going into market open, there's a couple things I want to pay attention to. Number one is, when I first looked at the market and kind of where we are, this big 4-hour wick is kind of what I'm looking for. A lot of people are probably bullish going into the day. I am actually not bullish going into the day because of this wick. This wick to me is something where I would expect the market to actually reject here, back from OTE of this wick. So kind of what I'm looking for is, we've had this manipulation leg where we're kind of starting to slow down. We had this big push up. If this fair value gap gets ran through, so kind of what I would look for is, I'm not fully bearish just yet. Again, I'll always be loose biased going into open. I'm leaning more bearish, that I would expect to see a rejection of the wick. But what I would expect to possibly see is this fair value gap could get ran through and get below this change and look to see us actually fall back inside the range back to these lows. So this is kind of what I would prefer to see today. Now, internally, right, because we're gonna end up losing a lot of momentum once we break through that fair value gap, right? From the high to the low of being broken through is going to be like 100 points. So going into open with where we are right now on the 5-minute, I just want to see more signs that we want to go lower, so I can try to get an entry and anticipate it and have good risk if price action shows me that's what we want to do, right? So, like, again, taking a look at where ES is, we're back up inside this range. Again, I would look at this as like a power of 3, where we've had accumulation, now we've had manipulation, and now I'd want to see us kind of fall back lower. It doesn't necessarily mean that we can't hold bullish in this fair value gap, but that's kind of what I would prefer to see. So what I want at open is to just see continuous signs that we want to most likely go lower. So again, on the 1-minute, we're just kind of slowly bringing price lower. I'd like to see us possibly rebalance. There's a 5-minute fair value gap here on NQ. We'll see if we want to come back to this, see if we react from it or not. There's still a possibility we might want to go higher, have internal manipulation, but I just want to overall watch price action at open with a loose bearish bias, and see what we want to do from there. So we'll watch, we'll be patient, and we'll let the market do its thing.
The violins were warm and sweet, and so were you, mademoiselle.
I'm gonna double check news real quick too. We've already had it on Plum with Games. Tomorrow is CPI.
Like
Do you use YM for SMTs? I rarely look at YM now. Justin, I heard you wake up at around 5. What time do you go to sleep? Normally like 8, 8:30. I'd say like 8 to 9. Around like 8:39. How do you see prop firms in the next 5 years? I think prop firms will be completely obsolete in 5 years. Actually, that's not true. I think the systemization in which execution happens within the market is going to be completely differentiated with AI. I do not believe that the space in which we're experiencing right now is, I think it's going to dramatically shift very soon. In the next year or two. If not sooner.
Someday you'll say goodbye, then violins will cry.
In what way? So, I mean, I have a lot of conviction in what I believe. A part of it is, so, okay. Number one is I believe that trading will be fully, I'm trying to make sure I say this in the right way without giving, like, there's going to be no need for manual trading, okay? There's going to be no need for a human to make decisions, okay? We're already getting to the point with everything else. You have to realize AI is universal. It's not like one specific task. Why do you think OpenAI and Claude decided to choose coding as the first thing that the AI would be good at? Why do you think that is? Why do you think Claude is Claude as a company is using their own AI to code their own AI? Because if you build coding into an AI model, it can code itself, and then that can learn and take the data and then code itself and get better and better and better, right? So they choose coding as the language to make AI good right now. So with trading, everything is going to be shifted within the AI world, right? So automated trading is most likely going to take over. So depending on who's the leader of that, is going to be multitude of things. But within the prop space, I still believe there's going to be props in terms of people having and giving opportunity to individuals to use money or have affiliation or, you know, pay for something, because that's an overall good business model in terms of like having a prop firm. But I genuinely think we're going to see a big shift. Not to say that a human operator is going to be like irrelevant. I still believe that there will be discretionary decision making in the market, but I believe that there will be tools, and that's what I'm building with TradePath, and that's what we're starting with, which is an AI trading note taker, is to build AI based tools to help generate data and better decision making for a trader in the market. There is an art of doing it yourself. I mean, the biggest recommendation I can give you, and you can take this as you will, but if you go into the AI space right now in your life with an ego and saying like, you know how many people are going to choose to say, I don't want to use AI because I value like my ability to do it myself? Those people are going to get left behind. If you think that you can compete with an AI just because like you value your own ability to do something, you're going to the people who will be the most successful are the people who choose to use AI a part of their ability and their skill, right? Like the way that I can use AI is an extension of my brain and an extension of my ideas. If in its use, the use can, oh, hold on, market just opened. We're already seeing what I wanted to see, so we'll continue this conversation in a bit. We'll see market open first. So this fair value gap's getting ran through again. Like I said, the 4-hour wick is getting respected. I want to see this most likely be bearish, come down to these recent lows that we have. There's no 15-minute change in the state of delivery yet, so I just want to be patient. NQ just took the recent low. ES could come up and take this recent high. Since we're still holding the fair value gap, there'll be an SMT that gets put in most likely.
How glad the many millions of Annabelles and Lillians would be to capture me.
I mean, there's already SMT that just got put in internally. It's pretty tight though. We'll see what we want to do. It could go pretty quick. There's no really like clear entry model in which I would want to take right now, since we haven't really broken through this yet.
I'm your big and brave and handsome Romeo. How I won you, I
I think we're going to dump here, though, but entry is going to be, like, it's really hard for me to take something in which, at least right now, we'll see. We'll keep watching.
But oh, my heart grew active when you came into view. I've got a crush on you, sweetie pie, all the day and night time. Hear me sigh, I never had the least notion that I could fall with so much emotion. Could you care?
So we're rejecting this so far. There's SMT at these lows here too, but I'd honestly want to see this get ran. We could have a deeper retrace first, but still just watching. Crush my baby on you.
Look at you and suddenly something in your eyes I see.
So ES SMT at these lows, 5 minutes still holding. I'd want to see the next leg to this recent high. We'll put an SMT from there too.
It's that old devil moon that you stole from the skies. It's that old devil moon in your eyes. You and your glance make this romance too
To handle.
stars in the night blazing their light.
Getting below this 1 minute down close candle is probably going to spring us lower. I just want to measure out how volatile or the point range, just to get an idea of it. Okay.
On a magic carpet ride, full of butterflies inside.
Still watching.
Wanna cry,
You wanna groove.
wanna laugh like a loon. It's that old devil moon in your eyes. Just when I think I'm free as a dove, old devil moon deep in your eyes blinds me with love. I wanna cry, wanna croon, wanna laugh like a loon.
I'm going to take a short here on NQ.
Old devil moon in your eyes.
I want to see a fast continuation through this low.
Just when I think I'm as free as a dove.
I have tight risk.
Deep in your eyes blinds me with love. It blinds me with love.
This will be my first entry. Not the best fill. Again, I need to see the market close below this down close candle here and fall through it. So far, no close. ES starting to come back down. Stopped out right there. So we'll let the market do its thing if we want to continue higher here. Again, didn't get the close that I wanted. Took the trade anticipating we'd get it. So just keep watching here. Still expecting the same thing, though. All right, we're playing out the bullish model instead. We're closing above this 5-minute down close candle. So again, I won't fight this if we want to work our way higher. Again, I want to watch here. We'll see what we do. Internal high just got swept. We just tapped the 5-minute bearish fair value gap too. So this will kind of be the sign if we want to go lower here, if we want to reject this. Nice rejection here. If we get below this down close candle, I'll re-enter short. I'm in short.
For once in my life, I have someone who needs me, someone I've needed so long. For once unafraid,
This will be my last trade of the morning since, again, I'll give myself 2 tries.
somehow I know I'll be strong. For once I can touch what my heart used to dream.
No close. Again, didn't get the close that I wanted. Stopped out right there. All right. That's my trading day right there.
Like you would make my dreams come true. For once in my life, I won't let
Didn't get the close that I wanted here.
it hurt me, not like it's hurt me before. For once, I have something I know won't desert me, and I'm not alone anymore. For once, I can say this is mine, you won't take it. Long as I know I have love, I can make it. For once in my life, I have someone who needs me.
Cat's going bonkers. Again, the one day that I take my losses after all the other days. But again, the trades that I wanted to see, like the only execution, again, this is where you just go back and journal. Normally, again, the way I'll trade is I'll anticipate the break, didn't get the close. Again, high got taken, SMT was put in, we started to break through the change, and I took my trade. The market will probably start to go here, though. Yep, just a little bit too early. We should start to get some momentum here to the downside. Again, those entries just too early. And there you go. Again, just early executions. You journal it, you learn from it, and you move on. Hopefully some of you guys are still in it. I just had a little bit skewed execution. Could have had better entry. But again, everything in which I wanted to play out here, I'll have to sit here and just watch it. Yes, I think we can go a lot lower here. Because again, we're rejecting the 4-hour consequent encroachment, and we just had a 15-minute change in the state now. One of those days. One of those days. It is what it is. Flame me, chat. Flame me. Just an execution problem. Just an execution problem. Again, exactly what I wanted to see. And I told you exactly what was going to happen pre-market too. It was just an execution problem. If you took it at the right time, what's your SL? So again, so let's review this, right? How do I look at this? Both of the trades that I took are normal trades that I would use to execute, okay? Now, I give myself 2 tries, right? On a model or in one idea in which I'm looking for, right? To protect myself. So the first trade that I took, now again, both of the trades that I took were in anticipation of looking for a break because I had already seen what I wanted to see, right? And that's normally what I'll do because I'm expecting this move to go quick, so I want to get an entry. Now, the problem with this, though, is really just, again, I'm putting my stop in a place that is not invalidating the model, but in form of anticipating of the break. So the first trade, the first trade I would say is lower probability because we didn't sweep any of the recent highs. So the first trade I could have completely waited on and cut that out. The second trade, I'm totally fine getting stopped out because we had the high get taken and we were anticipating the break. Then I should have set it up to be able to re-enter here and only take this first trade, and I would have played the trade out. But again, it's just one of those things that happens, right? Like my trading isn't going to be completely perfect every single day. My job was when I go into a day like this, I'm going to recognize what the specific problem is, right? Execution. Okay. The exact idea that I wanted to see played out. SMT, right? I had told you guys pre-market, the fair value is going to get ran. We're going to have the 50-minute change. We're probably going to see a continuation lower. Now, when I came into the market, I'm anticipating the trade and too much thinking about the idea instead of waiting for the specific execution. But the execution in which I wanted was not terrible. It wasn't out of the ordinary. It was just kind of one of those things where sometimes you get unlucky or sometimes, you know, when my rule gets hit, I have to be put in a position where I have to make the decision and say, do I want to follow my rules or do I want to re-enter? And I'll rather follow my rules. So I could have totally just re-entered this and tried to take the short again, but again, I know that there's going to be more opportunity, right? A lot of the times people in the live will be like, oh my God, Justin, right? But it's like, I'll come in tomorrow and I could take one trade and make back all that entire loss, right? So I don't view it the same way you guys view it because a lot of you guys are so attached to the market. I'll make a mistake and I'll say, okay, this was the mistake I made. This could have played out, blah, blah, blah. Let me journal this. Let me fix this. And then I go into tomorrow and I go into the market. But this one does hurt, to be honest, because there's so much room to the downside where it could have been a really big trade. Could have been a really big trade. What would be TP? I would be already scaled like 80% of my cons right now, and my runners would be going to this next low. I would be stop at break even. Next PT would be this recent low. But again, I'm not here to hide anything. Like, the thing is people would come in the chat and like say a bunch of stuff knowing they're unprofitable. Like, I'm going to show you the goods and bads of my trading. And in every case, I'm not here to hide anything. Here, I'll put the executions on. This is rough. Rough executions, man. It's heartbreaking executions is what they say. Stay strong, G. Brother, Guys, like, one thing I hope that you can get from these lives, and again, this is only for the people that care to learn. Like, what I've found is the trading community is so terrible. Like, it's so toxic, where it's like many people want to see other people lose just to make themselves feel good so that they can sit with their own losses. Like, but like, I hope that one thing that you learn from my trading is that no matter the outcome of win or lose, I am extremely disconnected from it, right? Like, I'm not looking at this as a reflection of how I need to operate, right? Like, you don't see me over leverage. You don't see me trying to get back in and trying to second guess. Like, if you go to any other trader's live stream, they're just going to do a bunch of stuff and they're just going to try to explain why they did it, right? Like, they're going to try to convince themselves that they didn't do something wrong. And I'll never do that. I'm going to tell you straight up if I did something wrong or not, right? And that's why people either are successful or not successful, is being honest with yourself. If you can't be honest with yourself, and I'll be honest in front of 2,000 people, it doesn't matter. Because I would rather be honest with myself, because I know being honest with myself is going to make me more money and improve, than it is if I have an ego and try to say, oh, guys, no, listen, you just didn't see it that way, right? Like, blah, 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 right? But hopefully that's one thing you get out of this, is just the composure. Like, my goal is composure, because I know there's always going to be more opportunity. You are legit, but accept it. FOMO took over. FOMO didn't take over at all. I told you the trade that was going to play out. It was the trade I was looking for. How FOMO is when there's no setup to begin with, and I'm fearing of missing out on the move. I took exactly what I had planned to take.
This is that once in a lifetime. This is the thrill divine.
You speak like Irwin? Who's Irwin?
This never happened before. Though I have prayed for a lifetime, that such as you would suddenly be mine.
Y'all don't realize that you can learn more from his losses and how he reacts to them from his wins. I agree. Fully agree. But again, I can't really hate, because like I used to be the same when I first started trading. Like, because what happens is people that aren't, and this is like in no mean a diss, like this is just like straight facts. What I've found in life is the people who like want other people to lose, number one, are never satisfied with themselves. They don't really know their true identity, and they do so because it makes them feel better about their own mistakes.
We'll have this moment forever, but never.
Can you go over one you went short? Yeah. So going into the morning, again, the biggest thing that I pointed out right when I got on live is this 4-hour wick. I said most people are going to be bullish today, and there's no reason to be bullish. This 4-hour wick is going to act as resistance. Okay. So what do I mark? As I mark OTE of the wick, right? This drawing I have right here is basically me drawing out the wick from the high to the low, and this is OTE of the wick. Okay. What happens pre-market? Chop, 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 chop. Boom. Big move up. I'm expecting this fair value gap to get ran through and sell off. So going into open, I'm looking for signs of manipulation higher to go short. So the first entry that I took was right here. So market opens. We start to rebalance back higher. ES takes the recent high. We have a bearish SMT. Okay. So now what am I looking for to enter? I'm looking for a change in order flow. So an order blocker change in the state of delivery. So this down close candle is, I'm expecting the first entry, in which I think at this point is if we get below this down close candle, I want to see a continuation. Okay. Market starts to go lower, and I anticipate the break. So we're starting to break through it, and I take short. Didn't end up getting the close. Get stopped out. Market comes back up higher. Okay, that's fine. Boom. 5-minute fair value gap gets tapped. 5-minute fair value gap gets tapped. SMT at the highs. Internal manipulation. Again, same thing. Anticipating the break of the change. I take my short right here. We come back up. I get stopped out. Then we get our close below the down close candle here. And then we end up selling off. So again, the problem was anticipation of the entry. Didn't get the valid close that I wanted to see. But again, the model in which I was looking for played out perfectly.
I needn't tell you how my days begin when I awaken with a tingle. One possibility in view. That possibility of maybe seeing you. Come rain, come shine.
I won't be live tomorrow. I'll be live in the mentorship group.
I meet you, and to me the day is fine.
This one hurt though, man. I knew this trade was gonna play out. I literally knew this trade was gonna play out. I told you guys it open. So this would have been like an easy 10K, 15K trade. So
The oceans roar 1,000 drums.
it's okay. We'll listen to Etta James. Make me feel better.
Someday,
Kind of love. A love to last past. All right, that would be my main price target right there. So I would be majority out here, if not all out.
I'd like to know it's more than love at first sight. And I want a Sunday kind.
Yeah, how many of you guys made money on that? Make me feel better. How many of you guys made money? How many of you guys took that trade? I want to know at least the majority of you guys took that trade.
That's on the square. Can't seem to find somebody, someone to care.
Okay, fire. Okay, I feel bad. Okay. I know some of you guys probably got stopped out with me though too. So again, the biggest recommendation I could give you is, guys, like, if you took a loss, be happy for the people that win. Like, in your life, when you become happy for the people that win, you will be rewarded for it. Like, don't be the person who, like, preys on people's downfalls. Like, you're just a nerd.
Sunday dreaming, oh yeah, and all my Sunday scheming, every minute, every hour, every day. Oh, I'm hoping to discover
A certain kind of lover. I want to actually, I'm gonna measure out what this would have been though.
in my arms need someone.
Gulp.
Someone to enfold, to keep me warm when Mondays
Is this your playlist? It is my playlist. My Simple Times playlist.
love for all my life to have and to hold. Oh, and I want a Sunday kind of love. Oh, yeah.
I want Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, I'll drop the playlist for you guys.
A Thursday,
I won't gatekeep. I promise.
or Saturday, oh, nothing but Sunday. Oh, yeah. I want a Sunday.
Is partial something that you advise for everyone? I don't like to give away profit to RR, but then be 1.5 instead. Well, you have to think of management in a trade. Like, do I believe that you should take partials? Number one, it depends on the context, right? Like, is there a reason for the market to go lower or higher, right? So it depends on context. Not every time am I going to leave a runner, right? If I have a model and I'm confident on whatever the internal draw is, but there's no really reason for me to, expect to go higher or lower, I might leave like 10% or 20% of my position on, and I'll trail my stop loss, okay? Now, in terms of like moving your stop, and you might, let's say, get the first price target and then you get stopped at break even. That's fine, right? Because successful trading is small wins, big wins, small losses. So the reason that you should be okay with getting stopped at break even is because you're protecting yourself when you're wrong, right? So you can be right or you can be wrong and still make money, but you're protecting yourself with the break even stop. But you have to know the context of when to do so, right? So like if I'm taking a short and lows get taken, and then there's an SMT, but there's draw higher, right? And the market starts to show that maybe we had manipulation lower to go higher, but I'm in a short, I might take partials at whatever that low is, move my stop to break even. So if the market does want to go lower, right? Because then I'm when you're put in a position to guess, that's why you move stop to break even, right? Because I don't know if the market wants to go lower or we want to reverse. Now, there's sometimes when I'm confident. Like today, I was very confident we were going to see that move. I told you guys that open. I said, most people are going to be bullish. They're going to get wrecked. And this for value gap's going to get ran through. We're going to sell off. And then that's just like, again, intuition, thousands of hours put into the market. Now, even if you're confident on what you want to see, that does not mean you just take a bunch of trades and you put on a bunch of size and you don't manage properly, right? You manage it in case you're wrong, right? So you have to focus on also setting your risk and your management of your trade, even if you're wrong, right? So don't always think that it's going to work out 100% of the time. Now, be aggressive and be, put on size when you're confident, but manage it correctly, right? Justin, why do you discuss with these people? You shouldn't live on YouTube. What do you mean, why should I not discuss with these people? Just because someone hates on me doesn't mean I'm not going to help them. And that's why we have a society in which nobody cares about each other. Because if you say something to me and I say, oh, fuck you, man, what happens then? No, I don't believe in that. I believe that I will always be of service. You could spit in my face. I don't care. That's not the kind of person I am.
And if I ever lost you, how much would I cry? How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky?
Amen. Amen. Made $1,000 on 3 funded accounts. Let's go, bro. Took my exit just now, 3.6K. Let's go. What's your playlist? Everybody's asking for my playlist. Guys, I've dropped it in the chat, okay? I'll drop it one more time. So your last chance. I don't know how anybody could not like jazz. Sometimes I confuse Justin for Marlon. Bro, what? There's just no way. Marlon is a whole like 100-point hex code difference than me. Are you more of a guitar guy or a pianist guy? I can't really say. Like, they're both so extremely important. Would you consider longs now? No, the morning move is done. I wouldn't touch the market. I would not touch the market. Are you producing today? Like music? Am I going to produce music today? I have a lot of stuff I need to do today. I only make my music is like on the back burner right now. Like, just because I have so much other things I'm focusing on and more important like goals, music's like second, third back there, so. Justin, have you got any advice for traders under 18? I mean, the advice for traders is very universal no matter what age you are. Again, I started trading when I was 16, so like I guess for a younger mind and kind of what I struggle with is like, don't put so much, and again, this is universal, but like, don't put so much unnecessary pressure on yourself. Like, I think a big problem is, and this is like, I'm posting a video today that like talks about this, but traders like to like carry all this weight with them because they feel like it's necessary for success, because they feel like the harder they work and the harder that they feel they're working, the more successful they're going to be, but it's all just a mental game that they put on themselves. So don't carry all this unnecessary weight. Just focus on learning and improving, and really that's it. Justin, what do you do at the evening, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m.? That's like such a weird period. Like 5 to 6 is like my most inactive period, I feel like. But what do I do at 5 to 6? Well, at 4 o'clock we do a charting session, the mentorship. So we do coaching. We'll review the market. We'll answer questions. We'll talk. 5 to 6, I'll normally like eat dinner, do any other work. Maybe I'll make music. Maybe I'll just like mess around, go on a walk. That's such a weird time. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of different every day. Since you love music and art, what did you think of the halftime show? I mean, I think there's multiple perspectives, because you have like the artistic perspective of it, and then you have like the political perspective of it, which I think that people are kind of like bozos. Like, okay, I think anybody who was like upset that like bad, okay, couple perspectives. Do I think the Super Bowl and the NFL chose the right person for their audience? No, I don't. Do I think that the audience should be mad that someone that performed not in English? Like, I think that's stupid. I think that you should be able to appreciate whatever it is. And he had a fine message. Like, I thought it was very wholesome, and he was like, it felt like you were at like a little like wedding. It felt like I was at a cookout, right? Like I was with like my Latino friends, and I was like the white boy that was invited to the Latino party, and I was like just vibing. Now, at the end of it too, like anybody who doesn't stand, I think people try to make everything so political. Like they try to make everything so political, and I don't think that there's a reason you need to make it political at all. I think the message was of unity. Like, I think the message was of love. And I think anybody who thinks otherwise is kind of stuck in a political, like, program, to be honest. Now, do I think it was the best performance? No, I don't. Do I prefer other Super Bowl performances? Yeah, probably. Yeah, and I also think they should have had subtitles. Like, they know that the people that are watching the Super Bowl, majority of them don't know Spanish. Like, they probably should have had... Yeah. That was also probably another miss. Do you consume short form content? Of course. Do I try as best to not? 100%. Yeah. But of course, here and there, I will consume short form. But it's about knowing and being aware of it. That like, there's times where I'll be on it and I will like. You have to again continue to. The only way to like break a cycle is number one, you want to break a cycle. Like, I do not want to be spending my day consuming content because number one, it takes me out of a creative state. It takes me out of an abundant state when I'm just in a consumption mode. So I try my best to stay away from it. But obviously, there's times where I will fall into it. Luck be a lady.
Luck, let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you treated other guys you've been with.
Where do you put most of your money? I mean, right now, it kind of changes on the season, but right now, my software development, I've probably put now 350 to 400 grand into my development team. But I have a lot of conviction in it, and I think it's going to fucking yeah. You guys again in the next month, you guys will see what I've been building with TradePath. TradePath right now is literally like nothing compared to what we're releasing. Like TradePath is literally going to be like 100 times better, and it's a product that's never been made before in the trading industry that I think is going to be huge. That like anybody who trades intraday, I think is at a genuinely a disadvantage if they don't use it. Daft Punk or Black Eyed Peas? Daft Punk. What the heck? Is TradePath profitable yet? No. I am down. I think like 200 grand probably. But again, the thing with software is you have to understand software is a very long-term play. Like, because you're gaining equity in data, you're gaining equity in LTV. Like, software is a long-term play. So I don't look to make money on TradePath, like, in the first year, 2 years. You make money through equity, and you make money in a longer period of time, and it's a bigger reward if you do it right. Do TradePath users get the note taker? Well, that's what we're releasing. So we're releasing the note taker in a month. And also, I'll show you a sneak peek of the new application too, like which we're working on. This might look different. If you have TradePath right now, this is going to look completely different than what you see because this is what our new platform is going to look like, new designs. But you'll be able to connect your prop firms, track everything. Statistics, you'll have AI, progress tracker, track your strategy. So like my forever model, all the individual rules that I have. I can, all the individual rules here, and then each trade that I've taken and the rules that I followed with them, I can go back and view them. It'll show me like my most profitable criteria, like my most profitable day, my asset, my rule adherence. So AI is built in it, so you can ask AI anything about your data. So like, where am I most profitable? How can I improve? Give me a breakdown of my trading. Where am I least profitable? And then all of this will be connected to the note taker. So you'll have a downloadable application that you could just press record in the morning. It'll record your entire session and it'll journal everything for you. So that's why I believe you need a note taker if you want to be successful, because trading is a game where there's so much information being given to you and you can't possibly consume it. Like if I was to ask you why you took your trade 3 days ago, you wouldn't be able to tell me. So the note taker is so that you can track the why behind every decision, right? So when you're trading, you talk out loud and you're saying, okay, high just got taken. And it's psychologically proven in data of when a person talks out loud, and explains what they're thinking, it helps them remember it more. So that's what the note taker is for, right? So not only is all of that data being tracked in your dashboard, you actually know why you're making a decision. Because the problem with other journaling platforms is, here's a dashboard that says you're losing. I already know I'm losing. That's not the problem. You don't need to know you're losing. You know why you're losing. The problem is you don't know the why behind the decision and how to improve it and how to fix it, right? Because you're not collecting valuable data. You're collecting broker data, but not the why behind the decision that caused the broker data, right? That's what we're tracking. So I'll show you a little bit of what it'll look like. But this will be coming in a month. Again, this is what I've been working on for the last year and a half. Where is it? Here we go. But this will basically what it'll be. Right? So it'll be the first day of our AI note taker for traders. Session Buddy watches you trade, captures your thought process, and shows you exactly what's working. Journaling that finally makes sense. Session Buddy features voice activated journaling, session recording, automatic execution and recognition. Broker syncs, AI analysis, statistics. So this is basically what I've been working on. But you guys will be able to use this. Timbaland or Pharrell? Pharrell. How much are you going to charge for the software? So when we launch, it's going to be free. So we'll have a free tier and we'll have a paid tier. The free tier has restrictions, obviously, but we make it free so that people can use it and see the value of it. And then they can upgrade. So I believe what our model is going to be is $65 a month. Obviously, we'll test it and see what the difference is, but you'll be able to download it for free and use it. When does it come out? In around a month, maybe a little bit less than a month. Adele or Bruno Mars? Personally, Bruno Mars. What about a middle tier? We'll possibly add a middle tier later when we have data for it. But when we launch, we just want to keep it simple. Katy Perry or Taylor Swift? Ugh, that's a bad question. I would say Katy Perry has more bangers than Taylor Swift. Bruno or Weeknd? Bruno. I was using TradePath last month. For some reason, it was giving me false data. I contacted the team, and I'm pretty sure they gave me the whole month for free. TradePath. No, that's like, again, I've told our team, like, our entire team is focused on helping the community. Like, that's why I have so much conviction in the product, because I believe a note taker is actually something that is, like, genuinely something that people need. Like, journaling didn't make sense. Like, nobody wants to spend time in journal. But when you have something that just watches you trade and journals for you, you're able to understand the why behind your decision making. And, like, that's the most important thing. Drake or Kendrick? I'm probably more Kendrick. But they're completely different. Like, they're completely two different. Like, you really can't compare the two. Do I think Drake or Kendrick is a better artist? Okay. Drake is a better hit maker. Two different things. Rare Justin L. What do you not agree with that? You're telling me Drake is a better artist than Kendrick. Artist, like, a creative. You think Drake is a better creative than Kendrick? You're out of your mind. Trade Path Beta is not available right now. The mentorship is actually going to get it first. So if you want to try Session Buddy and the Note Taker before anybody else, the only way you're going to be able to get it is in the mentorship. Drake or The Weeknd? Probably Drake. I've never like, The Weeknd is good, but I've never like fully dived into his discography. Like, does he have good songs? Yeah. Listen to Lonely Star by The Weeknd. Oh, this is old. This is what? This was his 2012 album. Nerd or Daft Punk? I will put Daft Punk above almost everybody. Like, who do you think The Weeknd took all his inspiration from? Daft Punk. Like, Daft Punk is like here. Everybody else is like here. Okay, I mean, Michael Jackson, sure, yeah. Michael Jackson obviously is up there. How do you monetize your stream when you're playing music? I don't. I want to listen to music. I would rather listen to my music on stream than get paid. Like, you're telling me, like, Daft Punk clears, bro. Daft Punk absolutely clears. Okay, Daft Punk or Michael Jackson is probably like the hardest one. Now, this is my personal opinion. Bro, I have a poster of Daft Punk literally in my closet. Like, Daft Punk has inspired me so much. Like, Daft Punk is one of my top 3 favorite artists of all time. Now, Michael Jackson is also like amazing, fantastic. Like but me personally, I would choose Daft Punk just because of how much like Daft Punk has impacted like my taste in music. And like my dad showed me Daft Punk when I was a kid. So like me and my dad would listen to Daft Punk together. So like when Daft Punk did the soundtrack to Tron Legacy, peak. Like me and my brother would listen to the soundtrack on our little like Bluetooth speaker and imagine like we're in like the grid. Like that's the best score ever made. Like Tron Legacy score is like the best score. Play your favorite MJ song. My favorite MJ song? You know, I mean, I'll tell you it kind of switches, but I'll play my favorite Michael Jackson song like right now. My favorite Michael Jackson song right now is Where is it? My favorite Michael Jackson song right now is this. This is a deep cut right here. This is such an underrated song.
Looking in my mirror took me by surprise. I can't help but see you running often through my mind, helpless like a baby. Since your disguise,
You know Giveon? Yeah, I like Giveon.
I can't help but love you. It's getting better all the time. I can't help it if I wanted to. I wouldn't help it even if I could. I can't help it if I wanted to. I wouldn't help it. No, I can't help it if I wanted to. I wouldn't help it even if I could.
Do you consider a small loss as like 1% of the account risk? A small loss is completely subjective. A small loss or a big win or a big loss, like it's completely subjective.
Like to run my fingers.
Like this track, that track inspired a lot of my production. Like some of my production when I did, like I made like I tried make, wait, where is it? I started making like this Michael Jackson kind of style track. Is this it? No, wait, this is I have so much. Was it this? No, this. No, this. No. This is it. This is it. I like randomly made this one day.
Waking up in the morning just to see you laying right by my side. Smells of coffee, I'm tired from the night before you danced by my side. She said, my love, will you ever ask me why? Why you waiting? The clock is running out of time. Let's talk about what's next, oh baby. We've been together for some years. Oh, I'm ready for some kids and Sunday church with all the things. Forever seals that deal.
Like I feel like that song reminds me of like the Magic School Bus for some reason. Like I feel like that could be on the Magic School Bus, you know? Is that your voice? Yeah, no, that song is all me. What's your DAW, is Ableton? Have you made jazz tracks? Of course. I mean, there's jazz elements in like all of my music. But like a more specifically like jazzy sound. I made a very old track, like the vocals are pretty scuffed on it. But I made this track a while ago.
Say farewell, life is all a joke. Let you go and scratch my hair, wanna see it through. Baby, know that I just don't care, waiting for the time is right. I wanna see if your love is all I need to complete waiting for all the checks to sleep. A fractured love is always waiting till the heart is bound to the one I love most dearly, baby. Check my love, baby, till the moment's waiting time. I just wanna feel it come.
Yeah, I made that a while ago. What time do you trade till? Normally I'll trade the first 2 hours, but like I won't take a trade the rest of the day because I already hit my max loss. You need to hear Afrobeat, bro. Of course, I know Afro beats. Okay. My daily schedule is different almost every day. Make a song with Frank? Bro, I would love to make a song with Frank. I'd love to make a song with Tyler. There's so many people I'd love to make a song with. Like, probably the #1 artist I would love to make a song with is Sampha. I'd love to make a song with Sampha. Like, I think I showed this on the other stream, but I started, like, making this track, like, yesterday. Or not yesterday, like, 2 days ago. I produced this in, like, 2 hours. This is, like, completely different, though. This is, like, hip-hop, R&B, like, psychedelic. This, whatever my style. I don't know.
I can't take it. I'm searching for my memories. Oh, please. Wonder if you change me.
This vocals on this are just like an idea.
But I don't want you back. Question in my phases. Searching for love states and highways with you. I'm searching for love states on highways with you.
Yeah, that's all I have so far. I just like put a idea down on it. Bro, your voice is so cool. How are you not famous? Probably because I haven't released anything. Do you do 100% by yourself or do you use samples? It depends on the track, but that one I was no samples, just from scratch. Do you think you can get a good short? Bro, we're at low of day right now. Don't touch the market. Don't touch the market right now. Yeah, the J. Cole album was fire. J. Cole album was fire. Do you ever make music about trading? Why do people always ask me that? Why do people always ask if I make music about trading? Why would I ever make music about trading? What would I want to see on the chart right now? Nothing. There's literally no, like, don't touch the market. That's the answer you don't want to hear, but the market just dumped 200 points. Don't touch. Go do something else, brother. That's why we just sit here, we chat, and we listen to music. Ooh, Mark hit my TP. Ooh. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Like, I've made some cool, like, I showed someone this track when I was in Miami and they, like, were glazing.
I know what you like. I'm the one that flip that table. Watch the souls combine. Turn that fucker well. Shut down. Fuck, watch my life. Don't scream. I'm my phone. You good for you when I die. There's the souls combine. They say the sky is falling. Watch the millions of dollars roam. They watch me call it. I always fight back. But till your lights gets on it. Apollo with the 7, man. I know I am stunting. Walk the river till my flow recedes. Be pleased with me, mommy. Money coming in, ching ching. I always am sleeping well. Crash the fuck out until I'm tripping everywhere except the wishing well. I'm crying till noon. This night it be fade.
Yeah. I got so much stuff in the vault. So much stuff in the vault, bro. I will never see the light of day. Most of this will never see the light of day. How did you find bias? I'll make a trade recap later today. I'll make a trade recap later today going over everything. Why not? Well, they're not finished, at least right now. But also, like, a lot of the music, it's kind of all over the place right now. Like, I make so many different styles of music. So I'm, like, focused on trying to create a cohesive project. What's your music production process? Throwing stuff at the wall until it sticks, and then using something that sticks to generate another idea. It's always different. It's different every single time. The Whirline files. The Whirline files is so funny.
My father said, what's going on? The light inside his eyes. My uncle said he's going through some shit I'm not supposed to do. I hope he says goodbye. Mirror breaks and now you think the war is over, and you blink to find you're stuck in time.
Yeah, man. Will you eventually release music? Yes. I will. I am working on, I'm trying to. There's so much stuff in my life right now. Like, there will be a point in the future. Again, I trust in the Lord's timing. When the time is right, and the time will never be like right? But in terms of like my focus right now in my life is on what I'm building. Music is on the back burner, but there will be a time in which I will take music seriously, and I'll be able to, not that I'm not taking it seriously right now, but I'm just not posting stuff or working on it. So, but I just try to continue to make ideas, just more and more ideas. Like, I just want to make as much as I can just to get ideas down.
Save my soul. All my dreams have gone away.
There's so much, like... Is this music yours? Yeah, that was another track. Do you trade Dow Jones? I do not trade Dow Jones. Thoughts on making Christian music? I mean, I make Christian music. I think, like, the way that I, like, people always ask me that, and they're like, Justin, why don't you make worship music? Because my version of, like, I wouldn't, like, I've made, like, one worship style song, but I don't, like, the way that I view music and creativity is, like, worship music to me is all the same. Like, there's no like, it's not really creative. Like, it's not, like, I couldn't, I don't want to be put in a box of, like, making the same style of worship music. Like, for example, I made this track that I would consider worship music, but it's from the perspective of somebody experiencing the birth of Jesus and, like, the prophecy being fulfilled. And it's, like, not your average style worship song. Like, it's a story. Like, I want to story tell. I don't want to, like, I'll play this track. This is, like, I want to tell a story. Like, I want to... Oh, I love this stuff, bro. I love it. What's the forever model? I have a whole video. I have a video. If you search up forever model on YouTube, that video should come up explaining it. Release this, please. I've been wanting to learn more about God. Don't go to my music to learn about God, bro. Go to the Bible, bro. Go to Scripture. Go to the man himself. Sounds like Lil Yachty's album. Let's Start Here. Yeah, Yachty's Let's Start Here album for sure gave me some inspiration on some tracks for sure. Because I've always like loved psychedelic rock, psychedelic like style music.
what you're made of, but you're just so contagious. But it's all human nature. Feel like the fire started. My face off the pavement, running back what you're chasing. Let's get back to the basics, right back to when we started. Cause it is all over when the curtains close for the night. But if we break it off, we can both wake up to the light. Cause it's all the same night in my mind. I just can't decide that path I'll take. Life can take my thoughts away from you. Can't behave, my soul is on into. Break away and find this peace.
Yeah, I'll hop off here soon. I'll film a trade recap.
Love is always where you look, it's true. My place is underwater, I can't breathe, I'm freaking out. My system starts to overload, I wanna break out.
Brother, this is a tune. Thank you, thank you. Ooh. All right, it might be time to. How many days or took you to make that this song? I made it when I was in Quebec with one of my buddies. I think we made it in like 2 days. 2 days we made that song. P. Lou is great, right? How do you know who P. Lou is? How do you know who P. Lou is? I do not listen to Netspend, no. From the same region? Oh, sick. I love Pilu. Pilu is such a sweetheart. Yeah, we made that track at Studio Lani, his cabin. We made it in his studio. No, yeah, great work he did with the church. The church is sick. Yeah, we worked on some other tracks in the church. What did we work on in the church? I forgot what we did. Oh, we did this. We did this in the church.
That night I stood there all alone, waiting for my friends, until I caught you eye to eye. I was stuck inside your trance. Pretty girl with hazel eyes, about 5'10". I walked my way up to you, and then I saw him. Feels like I know you. We can be together. Hold on to forever. Feels like
Bro, I wish I was in my runners.
dreaming of tomorrow.
Yeah, we did that one in the church. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to call it a day here. I'll film a trade recap and post it later today. But enjoy your day. Be safe. Get some, be productive. Get some stuff done. And I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, guys. Later.